Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new series here on the channel called Watch or Drop. To start this pilot off, I'm going to give you guys a quick series rundown before we jump into the anime episode review type thing. So what this series is going to consist of is videos that are on the shorter side. I can't imagine the average one is going to go much past 6 or 7 minutes. What I'm going to be doing is watching the first episode of an anime and taking notes. And I can only have one viewing of the episode, right? So whatever it be, like in this case it's Burn the Witch, or if it's, let's say, Attack on Titan, I can only watch episode one time. No rewinding, no rewatching. During this watch, I will be taking notes, and then after I'm done watching, I will then take these notes, whatever they may be, and turn it into the video. So really, what this depends on is how good I am at watching the first episode, and how much I can glean from it. And at the end of the videos, I'm going to be saying if I'm going to keep watching the series or drop it, and also if I would recommend other people to watch it or drop it. And those aren't always going to be the same answer. I might drop something but recommend it for others to keep watching, or vice versa. You never know. Since this is episode 1 of the series, it required a longer explanation, but for episodes after this, I'll come up with something around 30 seconds long to put at the beginning of a video. That being said, let's burn this witch. We open in one of Front London's many alleyways with Nini, half of our main duo, getting harassed by paparazzi. After she makes her quick getaway, we cut to her partner flying across an open field. One thing I actually really like about this opening is how it shows the contrast between the two Londons. Front is claustrophobic and grimy, whereas Reverse is open and fresh, filled with beauty that normally escapes the urban landscape. And I really enjoyed this way of showing us early on that although these two places share a name, they are quite different, and it segues into my first real talking point, the art and art style of this anime. I'm going to be blunt here. I'm going to keep it real with you guys like you know I always do. I am not a fan. It isn't nearly, I'm not going to say it's like Tower of God. I don't think it's bad. I don't think this is objectively bad. This is for sure a stylistic choice. It's not a mistake. I can respect that. I give props to them for doing what they want. It's just for me personally, it doesn't work. That being said, I can see it working for people, but for me, I just really am not a fan. A little character moment I really enjoyed in episode 1 was how Nini's status in Front didn't seem to bring her any real joy. She has more than enough money, but isn't happy and is looking for an escape. Noelle, on the other hand, just wants money and sees being a piper as just a job. So, sort of a fun little glimpse into how these two view Front and Reverse compared to one another. One thing that shocked me is how much contrast there is between Reverse London's look and its function. Surface level, it actually reminds me of Inuyasha a little bit, but then we find out it's run by a brutal government that doesn't bat an eye at executing people for coming into contact with a dragon. Speaking of dragons, here we see our first dragon, and it is quite something. It's just a derpy little guy. He just looks like he's straight out of How to Train Your Dragon. I really expected these dragons to be a little more threatening than this. Oh dear God, oh my God, I spoke too soon. That thing does not look like it belongs in the hit DreamWorks series.
What the hell is even that?
That actually does look like something Inuyasha would fight. Jesus Christ, that turned out so much more gross than what I was thinking. I love it. Keep it up. Let's circle back to the opening. The first 5 minutes of an anime's episode 1 are by far the most important, and I gotta say, despite my praises earlier, Burn the Witch falls flat here. It may show us some fun and relatively subtle visuals, but the first third of this episode does a shit job making you want to keep watching. Weak start is honestly probably the biggest problem episode 1 has, in my opinion. As a whole, though, the episode does a good job showing people enough to keep them interested. The last third especially is good, so while a lot of people probably struggled through the boring first third, I'm sure the third brought them back. Or at least brought a lot of them back. Maybe some of them still quit. I can't really blame them, but I'm hoping that the final third brought some of them back. Now for the all-important questions. Would I recommend this anime to people, and am I going to keep watching? I would recommend this one. I think it has a lot of charm and things for people to like. It's not too focused on things like action to alienate the less bloodthirsty of us, but it's not so tame as to lose the berserk neckbeards. So it's sort of a fun little Inuyasha meets Fire Force meets Attack on Titan type anime, but it's also nothing like any of those. And am I going to keep watching it? Drumroll please. No. This is just really not for me. Like One Piece, the art presents a huge hurdle for me to get over, and on top of that, I really just do not care at all about anything episode 1 showed me. I don't care about any of these characters. The dragons don't really intrigue me. I hate London, so right off the bat, that's a disadvantage for them. But because I'm a functioning human, I can assess that objectively, this anime brings a lot for most people, despite it not being something that I am interested in. Thank you for watching episode 1 of Watch or Drop. I am 80% sure that that is going to be the long-term name of this series, but if you're watching this video and the title's been changed to something else, I apologize for the confusion. If you'd like me to take a look at episode 1 of an anime, be it new or old, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I will see you guys the day after tomorrow for the final video in the Squid Redemption arc. Bye!